I'm just pinning this. Oh, 1 second. It doesn't want to participate. There we go. Awesome. Hi guys, how are you? How's everybody? How was your holiday? I haven't been on a live in a long time and I just felt like I need to come on here. It's been too long and I even have lost my voice a little bit, but I said whatever, I'm just gonna go. So it's nice to see everybody. Where are you all from? I'm currently in Texas, so yeehaw. Hi Chaz, hey. So I have some friends from Australia that I know, so cool. Hi Wiccan Goddess, hey. I just started seeing more of your page pop up in my feed. It's really nice, so thanks for all your awesome posts. Thank you, Arc Leo. So where's everybody at, and how are you guys doing? New York, woohoo! I just went to New York, another New York City. I just went to New York for the first time over Thanksgiving and it was awesome. So I have to go back, definitely. Ascension, yes, I love that. Oh, another Australia friend. So cool, so cool. Okay, Lisa Dang 15. Hi girl, hey. Oh, another Texas friend. Yeah, oh, somebody says it's cold. It is a little cold today in Texas, not too bad. South Africa, Switzerland, oh no, I'm sorry, Sweden, I read that wrong. California, hi guys in Florida, so cool. So welcome, Philly, yay, I love Philly too. My first time going there was last spring, so I've been traveling a lot more recently and probably a lot more this year as well. So how are you guys? My name is Amy and I run Raise the Vibe Tribe. My background's in nursing and I transitioned into doing energy therapy, readings, past life hypnosis, and I teach classes. So, oh, thank you. Yes, pray for Afghanistan from a Houstonian. Yes. That's one thing I want to do in just a minute is like just maybe we all could put in something that we have a positive intention for and we could all just hold some space for a second. And then I wanted to chat about any questions you guys might have. Often on my lives I do readings kind of towards the end, so we can do some readings today too. And I have about an hour before I need to pick my son up from school. So I just wanted to pop on and say hey to everybody. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, so thank you so much. And as we go throughout, if I don't answer your comments or your questions, keep posting them again, because I've noticed when I watch the replay sometimes I never even saw the question. I think it gets clogged in the feed or something and then it doesn't appear until I see the replay. So I'm in Dallas Fort Worth right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'm loving it, and I'm loving the weather. Even though it's a little cold, it's not too bad. I was in Michigan for a while, and we would get snow that was like halfway up our garage door. It was crazy. So I said, we need to go south. So here we are. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. So, okay, so everybody, if you could just like take a couple of seconds, just a minute, and what I'd love to do, because you know the whole page is about like raising our vibration and helping to bring conscious awareness and good vibes. So just think for a moment about somebody or something, a place in the world that you want to shine some light on, and just hold it in your heart for just one moment. And we're just going to take a little second and send some light out, and then we're going to start with our questions and all of that fun stuff. So you can put your intentions in the bottom in the caption, or I'm sorry, the comments if you want. So okay, one moment. Okay, so yeah, I just felt all this energy come in and just sent like some love out my heart. So hopefully you all are feeling it and can pass it along today. So thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks everybody. So right now what I've been experiencing is a lot of people coming to me in sessions, and then also I do some communication with my guides, and they've been talking about this shift that we have moving into the 5th dimension. And if you don't know anything about that, that's totally okay. What we're doing is we're shifting a conscious awareness on Earth, and not only an intellectual consciousness, but also our emotional states of being and the frequency that we're vibrating in. So if anybody's going through something that's kind of challenging, please know that it's part of the process and that you're getting there, and just to keep pressing forward. So keep pressing forward, have your intentions, and surround yourself with some really positive influences, and that will really, really help you. So, all right, let's see. Okay, yeah, violence is bad. Alrighty, so I am going to just scroll through some questions. If you guys, you can ask pretty much like any type of question that you want, and if you want a reading in a minute, we'll do that. But maybe just stick it to something that would help a lot of people. So something that can help the collective here. And all right. Yes, people, so chess. Okay, yeah, people's stuff is coming to the surface, yes. Sometimes it can feel like we are being pulled in all different directions. And can you guys hear me? Because I had a message come through and now my whole screen is delayed. Let me know if you can hear me or if it's paused. But, okay, so I guess you can. I'm seeing stuff come in. So anyways, so what I was going to say is that a lot of us are feeling like we're being pulled in different directions interdimensionally, where a lot of stuff is coming up to heal. And so it can be a real challenge when we see it in our life, like in our external life around us, and then also in the emotions. So if you can just breathe through it, meditating helps, exercising helps, journaling really helps too. So, oh, somebody says their live is frozen. So, it's frozen. No! Let me see. Is it frozen? If it is, I'll pop back on. Let's see. I'll restart. Yeah, I got this really, I got a message that went through and really messed with it. Okay, I guess it's not frozen. All right, cool. Okay, so let me read through some of your comments. Some of you are mentioning situations. You can't hear me. Okay, I'll be back. All right, let me pop back on. I know, Miss Sunshine. Like, it's crazy. This better work. What I did is I just went on data. I think my Wi-Fi's glitching or something. So hopefully third time is the charm. So hello, welcome back. Let's give this another go. I know, Heather. I'm like, really? This time it kicked me off. It just like went off. So I don't know. Maybe there's too much activity here on this feed. I have no idea. But hi Mimi doll. Hello. So hi, hey Spiritual Root. Hey girl. Hi. All right, we're just getting started because when I came on the first time it froze. And now we're back for the third time. So I'm going to take questions, anything you guys might have. And I see there's a lot of new people. So I'm Amy. Hi, nice to meet y'all. My background's in nursing, and now I do readings and energy work, past life hypnotherapy, and I teach classes. So we're just taking questions today and having a chat. It's been a while since I've been on the lives, and hopefully the connection will stay and we won't freeze. That's what we're hoping for. So, okay. Hi from Brazil. Hello. Hey. Okay, thoughts on the 5D ascension. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, right? And then the first time I got cut off. Fifth dimension is where our vibrations live, question mark. Okay, so you have dimensions and you have density, so sometimes they get mixed up or switched around. So we are transitioning from the third to the fifth, and so we're kind of going through the fourth dimension, and this is a space where reality can change very quickly for us. When you're vibrating in a high frequency, you can manifest quickly. And you'll know this when you have a lot of synchronicities and everything's flowing. Also, when you're stretching and pulling, kind of like when you're shedding all of the 3D stuff and clearing out, it can feel like we're being pulled in all different directions. When that happens, it can feel really challenging, but you should probably see a lot of synchronicities on your path to help you to know you're going in that right direction. In the fifth level of reality, that's what my guides call it, there's going to be a lot more of, there's so much, a lot of telepathic communication, which that's already happening with me and a lot of people in my life. We say things at the same time and we're like, what? And in fact, my husband and I did that last night and we were like, who thought it first, we don't even know. And then there's also going to be a lot of energetic communication, so we'll be able to read people and their intentions. Just like children can read people's energy and they really know when somebody's like trying to pull one over on them, we're going to come back more to those gifts and our intuition and instincts. We're also going to be able to hold more love and compassion in our heart and communicate with others in a way that can help resolve conflict. So all types of conflict in your personal life and at an international level. There will be new processes coming forward, new technologies, new science, new innovative ways to help with the environment. So there's a lot of stuff that can help us in our personal life and on a grand scale. And a lot of us are waking up right now. So my big awakening was in 2011, 2012. And I think that happened a lot for those of us who were already adults at that time. But now we have those of you who might be younger. So maybe you're in your 20s now, and you're having a big shift that's occurring right now. So there's this big process that's happening on the planet, and a lot of us are connecting. So those of us who have made this intentional decision from a soul level or a conscious space here from our human perspective, to search for something beyond ourselves, to raise our frequency and connect in, we're all starting to find each other and unite. And that happens very easily when we shift into that fifth level or that fifth dimension. That's so cool, Robbie. They say right when I opened, there was 111 viewers, so 111. Yes, that's another thing. Y'all will start seeing patterns in numbers and symbols. So I used to call them angel numbers, and you can totally call them that too. So it's a sound vibration, mathematical frequencies, all of that will start to just align in our life when we are stepping into those higher frequencies. So let me see, I'm going to ask some questions or read some questions. Spiritual Root says, I'm trying to vibrate higher again. Do you see me being more positive? I keep going back to vibrating low and the struggle is real. Yes, the struggle is real. So especially if you are in an environment where others are kind of like vibrating at a lower space. So maybe they have a different perception or perspective on life, maybe not so positive. We can all be presented with very similar situations, and it's just up to us and our unique way of how we perceive those and move forward with them. So if you're empathic or really sensitive, being in the space of others that aren't wanting to go into like a higher elevation can be it can be challenging. Let's just say it can be really challenging. It can pull on your energy and pull you down. So one thing to do, I'm seeing for you, Root, is to take saltwater baths, or if you only have a shower, scrub with salt. And clear the energy out of your auric field that way. A lot of us can do it also with meditation, exercise, being in the sun or the ocean, but saltwater baths are really nice. So if you can take a detoxing bath whenever you're feeling funky, like really heavy, that will help your energy. And our energy in our aura, then what that happens is the energy in our aura influences the energy in our chakras, which then influences the energy in our body and our emotions and our thoughts. So it's all related. So if you can start by clearing your energetic frequencies, then that's going to help you quite a bit. Yeah, William says walking in nature works. Yes, I love to walk in nature also. So that really, really helps. Also, essential oils to help raise the vibration in a home. Essential oils can help also. I don't know, that just came to me, so maybe somebody needed that one. Oh, hi. Let's see. Papa, you're welcome. Hi. Is tourmaline good? Yeah, I really like tourmaline. I think it's a great grounding stone. So that really helps. Right now, one of my favorite stones is selenite and fluorite, and also like rose quartz. So let's see. Any books recommend about manifesting or vibrating higher? I wrote a book that I like. It's mostly channeled from my guides and Archangel Metatron, and it's called Starseed Ascensions, Activating the Starseed. And it's written with starseeds and lightworkers in mind, but it will help anybody. So it talks about the aura, it talks about the energy centers, and how the shift occurs within us, and there's a lot of meditations and steps in there to help with that. And then also, let me think, maybe who... Gosh, there's so many good authors. Specifically for that, though, about manifesting or vibrating higher, I haven't read a book for a long time. So on that topic. So I don't have anything there, but if anybody else does, can you put a recommendation in and that would be great. Let's see. Let's see. I'm looking for a question. How do you raise your vibration and maintain it? Okay, we talked a little bit about some ways to raise it. Well, you can raise your vibration if you keep your energy really strong so that you're not impacted by the emotional state of others. And so for that, meditation and exercise and eating healthy really, really helps. Also, don't underestimate the power of positive thinking and emotions. Our heart is this huge generator, and it really puts out so much energy for our light body, for our aura. And so when you have a heart that's full of love and gratitude, that's going to strengthen your vibration like no other. So blessing others, just having a positive thought is going to protect you and others from being pulled into those heavier spaces. So let's see. Oh, somebody's saying something right here, a big one. Let me grab it before it flows away. Okay, Max, hi. I feel like something is supposed to happen, but it's not happening. Does that make sense? Yes. So we're totally in a transition right now. And what's happening is everybody's, well, the people that are waking up are kind of just like hanging out, waiting for other people to wake up, and they're understanding more about themselves and the interdimensional realities. This doesn't always come cognitively, like in a linear way. A lot of times it comes in the spirit form, like in the heart or in through emotions. And what's happening though is we're being pulled up in the level of consciousness. And so while we're doing that, we're kind of waiting for other people to come and meet us there. And in that process, some of us just feel like we're floating, just kind of hanging out. And once we get more people, like enough of us there, we can set a collective intention, and that's when everything's going to flow really, really quickly, and the shift will really, really happen. I mean, it'll feel like overnight in the grand scheme of things. It will feel like it just happens very, very quickly. So let's see. Morgan says, I work in a crazy ER. What stone do you recommend to wear? A lot of negative people around. Yeah, there's a lot of energy in emergency rooms for sure. So actually I'm seeing that black tourmaline again, and shungite would be good. So anything that would be like a grounding kind of protection of a stone in that way. And then after you leave, you can take selenite and clear your heart chakra with it. Also do some, for you specifically, your solar plexus has cords around it. So just do like a meditation, ask Archangel Michael or your higher self to come in and help release those cords around your solar plexus. And that's your place of personal power and inner strength. So if anybody, especially at work, is trying to get you to see things in their way or do something in their, how they want it and you don't want to, that's where the solar plexus is going to get I guess I would say constricted. So that's where you'll have those attachments, those cords of attachment. Let's see. I was advised to wear one black tourmaline on the left side of my, and 2 snowflake obsidian crystals on my right. I have no idea why that combination, but they're both great stones. So try it out and see if it works for you. It could have been messages that were just channeled through specifically for your vibration. But also, you guys, when you have a crystal or when you're working with any type of practice, you don't have to keep it for life, right? So once you feel like it's time to move on, then allow yourself that. So we don't want to get stagnant. We don't want to become dependent. We don't want to get caught in rituals. We want to be able to have our inner knowing and our soul frequency lead the way. So if you feel like it's time to shift and make a different decision, allow yourself to do that. And it's so nice to take advice and to hear messages other people have received for you, but also know that like you're your own spokesperson, I guess. Like you get to say what happens in your life and you create the reality that you would like. So you always have that autonomy and sovereignty to do that. So I just want to let you know that. Susie Broadway, hi. How do you communicate with your spirit guide? There's different ways, and you would use the different clair senses. So we have 5 clair senses. Wait, we might have more than that. Let me think. Well, let me just name them off. Claircognizance, that's just knowing. Alliance, that's I think that's smelling. Clairvoyant is seeing, clairgustance is tasting, clairaudience is hearing, And then you have where you're empathic, and you have where there's you can touch things, so psychometry. So there's all these different gifts that we can have, and through those different abilities, those are the ways that our guides will come through. A lot of us will connect in at the beginning with thoughts. Okay, am I back? I hope I'm back. It paused. But with thoughts and also dreams or memories. But if you want to learn how to connect in with your guides, I'm teaching a class in March online, and it's called Learn to Channel, and it's connecting in with your higher self, your guides, archangels, star beings, ascended masters. And at the bottom, I tagged Spirit School Magic, so you could check it out there if you'd like to. Let's see, what else? I'm back. I don't know why it paused. So how can you unlock those different gifts? Yeah, there's different ways, and they're also, each clair gift is connected to a chakra. So I'm also, like I was just video recording today, I'm going to teach a little online class on the different chakras and really go into depth with them. So it'll probably be like a 7-week program or something like that. But if you go to Spirit School Magic and connect in there, and if you go to the school, you can sign up, and then you'll get all the updates. But Learn to Channel is in March, and I'm not sure when I'll have the chakra class out, but you can start researching all on your own. I mean, I loved to take classes because I could ask tons of questions and experience things in real time with other students and the teachers, but I also did a lot of studying on my own, so you guys can definitely do that. And if you want to activate your clair gifts, start with the chakras. So start meditating on each chakra, and if you want to look up what chakra is related to what clair gift, you can do that also. Thanks, Chess. Yeah, Chess took our Learn to Channel, and it was so awesome. It was just the best to meet everybody. Okay, how do you cut cords from people who want your energy? Well, I use a Vogel crystal, and I work with Archangel Metatron, sometimes Michael. I found that if you work with archangels, it really helps because, first of all, they won't really intercede in your life unless you ask them to. But secondly, if somebody's impeding your free will and they're pulling on your energy or they're in your field, it's not appropriate as far as like the laws go, like the laws of the universe or sovereignty laws of Earth, I guess. So the archangels will come in and help you, and they will separate the frequency. So I like to work with them, and then if you want to look up working with crystals, it would be a crystal wand, and the technique is called crystal releasement, and it's based on Marcel Vogel's teachings. So I think you can find some of that on YouTube actually. But for me, that's when it's really sticky. Like if it's really a strong cord, I'll get the crystal out. If not, I go into meditation, align myself with a higher frequency, and direct the energy. So you just have to learn how to have strength and have your energy stronger than the other frequency that's coming at you. And one way to do that is to align with an ascended master or an archangel, because not only will they help you, but their vibration when it comes in your aura will brighten you and push the other stuff off of you. So those are some ways for sure. Let's see, how do you work with your angel guides? Oh my goodness, yeah, so that's a really good question. So again, we talk about that in this class. It's a 5-week class, so it's really in depth, but for me personally, I can hear them and see them, and it wasn't always like that. So after I did a lot of energy therapy and activating my chakras and clearing my field, then my gifts started to wake up and strengthen. So I hear them sometimes in my mind, and sometimes I vocally channel them. So if that's something you're interested in, you can check out my YouTube, Amy Sikarskie, and there's some channel messages for my guides on there. Let's see. Okay, so Luke, can you pray for my paranoia? I'm not in a safe place. Yeah, after the live, I'll send some light your way and do a little bit of energy clearing. If you don't mind, I can do that for you, because I can kind of see some stuff that's going on. So so hopefully, yeah, let me know if that's okay. Oh, you're saying please. Okay, so hopefully that's okay. Hi, Danny. Hey. So we have some great friends here. Is the universe testing us, such as triggers to strengthen us? Well, that's a really interesting concept, and I've heard a lot of little sayings and stuff throughout my days, and that's one of them. The other one is like we're a mirror for other people. And so the thing is with those, sometimes, yes, they're absolutely accurate, but it's not like one size fits all. It's not always going to be the case. So if you're going through a lot of things, sometimes it is an opportunity for you to clear karma and step up in your consciousness and your vibration and have like another go at it, right? So maybe you had a struggle with it in a past life and you wanted to work on it in this life. It will keep coming up until you resolve the issue, basically, until you either step into your power and make a choice to clear it, or you heal whatever it might be. So it kind of just depends. But it's not my belief that stuff will happen to us just to keep testing our strengths. But I do believe that when we are faced with a challenge and we overcome it, then we're strengthened, if that makes sense. So I always say, like, never give up, even if something's really, really challenging for you, because actually, like, that's the best experience. When something's really challenging and you overcome it, then there's just like all this pride that you have for yourself, and you have this encouragement, and you find this strength to take it to the next level the next time something comes your way. So yeah. Oh my goodness, Sam, hey, when you say we are here, I love that. Are you saying that because you've seen one of my other videos? My guides always say that. They say we are here. So that's really cool. I'm really behind on comments. Let me scroll down here. Let's see. Oh, that's so sweet, Pretty Brown. Yeah, praying for you, Lucky. So let's see. Okay, so Janine, am I saying it right? I am really struggling during this energy transition. Any tips to feel a bit more peace during this clearing of the past? Yeah, first of all, breathe. And I'm seeing a lot of activity at your heart and your solar plexus. So, so you're going to want to breathe, and you're also going to want to clear your field. I'm seeing what looks like, how do I want to say it? It's the energy of other people. It's fragmented energies through dimensions. So it's not from this life. It's past life people that you knew, and their frequencies coming through you. So my guides are saying, if you wanted to call it, it's not exactly, but the closest thing you might understand is karma. But they're not here alive. So what I would do is I would go into meditation. They're saying for like 3 days in a row, go into meditation, and just call on a higher power and ask them to clear it from you, because what's happening is it's not your frequency, and so it's really mixing you up. So you might have a hard time understanding your own emotions or what's happening in your life right now. And that's even when, so if we hold, this is for everybody, if we hold a vibrational pattern in our field, if we hold a frequency of anything, like maybe it's self-doubt or lack or something like this, it's there, and just like the law of attraction, it will pull other things your way to answer to it, to attract, it attracts other things your way. So by having somebody else's vibration in your field, you might feel like a lot of things are happening in your life that you can't control. So one way to regain control of it is to clear your field and just tune in with your soul vibration. Like, just go straight to your own soul and keep flushing all the other stuff out. Let me see what they're showing. You'll be able to do it. It's gonna be a little bit, but like by July, you'll feel really good. In fact, I feel like you'll feel like you just had a rebirth by July. So it isn't something that's going to happen like right overnight, but they're saying, first of all, 3 days of meditation will significantly help you, but there's a few other things that will come up after you clear that. And they're saying, don't be afraid. It's all great. Like, it's all really good stuff for you to work through. And they're saying that it's compiled upon lifetime. So that's why it's going to take just a little bit to clear it out. So, but yeah, hopefully that helps you. And then, when is the shift going to end, please? So there's different timelines, and so we're entering like more of a quantum phase. So quantum reality in the 5th dimension, and a lot of us, it's going to be based upon our intentions, actions, and thoughts. The last time I checked in, they were saying like there's going to be a huge shift by the end of 100 to 150 years. And so some of you might say, oh my gosh, like, you know, that's so long, it's my whole lifetime. Yeah, it is, but look at how, you know, the age of Earth and everything that's gone on here. So what we get to experience, which is really cool. And if you're here and you're still listening to me, then you're definitely like a part of our light working angel warrior starseed team, however you, like whatever realm you associate with. We're here to do something really amazing and really big and to shift the vibration and consciousness on earth right now. And that's pretty freaking cool. So if you can just imagine yourself outside of this physical reality, and when you pop up into like your higher self, or if you astral travel up, or after this life is over and you could look back at all that we've experienced and accomplished, you would just be really, really proud. So I'm excited to be here right now because there's a lot of changes happening, and they haven't happened for a long, long time, and nothing at the level that it is right now. So we have all this advanced technology, and it's only going to get better, but we can all communicate and we can all create a shift for a change. So although everything won't be kind of like finalized or tapered off for about 150 years, it's getting better day by day. So, and every time something comes up to the surface to be cleared, you can look at it like, okay, that's great because it was always there to begin with. But now we know about it, so it can clear, and that will pop us up one step higher. So if that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense. So thanks, Tweety Vibes. Thank you. Let's see. I need pointers and guidance towards you and your twin source purpose abundance. Okay. Hi. Hey, Joyce. Hey, girl. Okay. So Sylviastici, am I saying it right? So pointers towards a direction in your life path. Let me see. I'm definitely feeling like there's something around business there, and getting clarity with that. And I'm seeing 2, which I know you said twin, but I'm feeling it's like 2 years time. So you're working through some stuff right now. I kind of feel like a little bit of heaviness and dread around it, but just like that message being delivered. But it looks like in 2 years time a lot of stuff will be resolved, and you are dealing with multiple things. So finances and emotions, so relationship is what I'm feeling. What they're saying is to keep a clear mind. So keep clarity, and for you specifically, just writing out your goals, keeping, I guess, a journal or a log of your intentions and what you would like to do. If you could step into, oh, they're showing, I'm not sure the type, it's some type of martial arts, maybe Jiu-Jitsu, am I saying it right? I don't even think I'm saying it right. But something like that, I'm seeing you do martial arts. That's going to help you control the frequencies around you and clear your space. And so, like I mentioned earlier, the way to get in the highest time frame for yourself, the highest what I want to call it, timeline, would be to tune in with your soul frequency, because that's where all of the guidance and the vibrational patterns were laid out before you came to earth. So when we can stay connected into that, we'll just flow on our life path. So doing those martial arts is going to help you with that, and then just getting your intentions out, and any thoughts that come to you, just journal those. And even if you don't understand them right now, just journal them, because you're bringing something from the quantum field, from the other side, into this linear perspective, and you're grounding it in this reality. And when you do that, it will allow your intentions to anchor onto the earth plane and then manifest in this lifetime. So so be sure to do that. Danny, you're so funny. I just saw yourself, the Garrison of Light. Hello. Any messages for my best friend, Danny? Let's see, friend. Let's see. Well, so you just have tons of light beings all around you right now. They're saying enjoy the show, enjoy the process. So everything that you're experiencing as you're having this next stage of your awakening, if you want to call it that, but I don't call it that. I guess maybe your enlightenment. I don't know. You're just aware, and they're around you. So so right now you're integrating the frequencies into the quantum aspects, like so interdimensionally into your aura, so into all aspects of your being. And when you start channeling, you will get more of that to come through in spoken word linearly so that you understand it. But it's kind of like a whole system upgrade that you're going through right now. So just enjoy the process is what they're saying. And get a lot of sleep, drink a lot of water. I'm also seeing lemons, so like lemon water. That would be good for your physical body. So, so yeah, let's see. This is beautiful, and I can feel that it is that weird sending love out. I don't know if that's what you meant to say, but I can feel it. Is that weird? Yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, that's so good. Well, whenever we come together with great positive energy, like everybody on here, you guys are just amazing, and that's like one reason why I was guided to create Raise the Vibe Tribe. Literally, my guides gave me the name and they said create this account. So it's something that is like beyond me. It's beyond just one of us. It's all of us coming together, and so you can feel that collective frequency and energy. So yeah, thanks for being here and thanks for feeling that and sharing it with us. So let's see. Aw, thank you. Oh yeah, I see a lot of questions here. I know I'm not going to get to all of the questions today, and but if anybody, if you're one who wants to do practice readings, I'm doing a class. Well, it's just like a little Zoom on Sunday for those of us, anybody who's done a reading before and wants to do exchanges. So if you have a question, you want to do exchanges, you can just click the link at Spirit School Magic and get the details to that. And then I also offer like one-on-one sessions, and I'm going to try and do more lives. My goal is to do one video a week, either a live or a YouTube, and so far it's been YouTube. So this is my first live of the new year. But let me see, let me scroll through. I'm just gonna kind of scroll through and see what question I stop on. Keep posting them in if you would like. And let's see. Okay, so it landed on Marty0611. I feel like I'm on The Price is Right and I'm spinning that wheel. That's so funny. Oh wait, there you are. Okay, you say, hey Amy, what messages have the angels for me? Thank you. Okay, one moment. This is one that came through a minute ago, but for someone else. Sleeping is going to be really good for you. Make sure you get adequate sleep. And if you feel like you're oversleeping, they want you to get out and exercise outside, do some walking, and then also fresh fruits and vegetables. Mostly the vegetables are going to be good. You two are going through an upgrade, an energetic, your DNA is being shifted, so activated, and this takes a lot of energy for the physical body. So you want to supplement yourself with those high vibrational foods and let yourself sleep so you can integrate it. For you, you're going to have a shift from July to September. So you have something else coming up from July to September. And that's going to be in your outer reality, so with relationships and friendships. And they're wanting you to know that it's a part of the process, and you're guided, and you have a whole team around you supporting you. So even if you have a challenging day, just know that that you're going to make it through it, and it's all going to be okay. So yeah, so that's from your guides there. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's 111 on right now. Oh, it just changed right when I looked at the number though. That was awesome. Chess. Oh, hi girl. Yeah, you've been loving my YouTube videos. Thank you. Yeah, it took me, well, Chess has known me for probably, well, we've known each other longer than when we met in the class, but so a few years, I would say. But it took me a while to feel confident enough to channel on camera, and I don't do it on Instagram. So if you want to see that, you have to go to YouTube. I just didn't. Maybe in the future, but right now I don't know what people would do, like if they just happened to pop on and I was in trance channeling. So, but that's just when my guides bring messages through me. So let's see, and then there's also like tons of other topics and fun past recorded lives and all kinds of stuff on YouTube if you want to check it out. Let's see, how would I know who my twin flame is? I need help. Pretty Brown, hi. So I've had an interesting, I guess, interesting relationship with the theory of twin flames, and I always kind of felt that it just didn't sit quite right with me. I don't know why. I think because it's like really popular, and I see it, I've seen a lot of people have problems with it, like getting caught up on it, and that's really what it was. So one time I had a client asking about twin flames, and Metatron came in, and he was saying that it's really not the case. Like, we don't really have, it's very, very rare to have a twin flame here on Earth, and typically it would be, what he was saying is typically it would be when there was like an ascended being, like a high vibrational being, ascended master or something that needed their light in two places at once. But we do have soul family, we do have spirit family, and twin flames do happen, but not, it's kind of been tainted or misconstrued is what I was hearing from him. So I wouldn't be too don't put too much of your life tied up into that idea, notion of twin flame. But if you want to meet a beautiful match, and I would call them soulmates, the best way to do that, let me tune in. I mean, I already know the information, but let me see specifically for you. They want you to, they want you to kind of just step away from it for a minute. Like take 2 to 3 weeks where you're not thinking about it. Do a lot of self-care, take care of yourself. So when we vibrate in our soul frequency, then that's when everything falls into place. And I dated a lot of people when I was younger, and I finally had enough. And I literally said, I'm moving, I'm gonna travel the world, I'm not dating anybody, forget it. And 2 weeks later, I met my husband. So, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I wasn't expecting it at all. And you can see how when you are searching for something, you can create a resistance to it, or your mind can get in the way. So if you can just vibrate at your highest space, like find the things in life that bring you joy. What are your favorite hobbies? What type of self-care do you like to do? And just get really immersed into that and take the time for you. And then they'll vibrate in your way. There's a possibility, I'm seeing the number 4. Let me ask if it's the 4th month or in 4 months. They're showing April. So in April, there's a possibility that somebody's going to come into your life. So the best thing you can do is meditate and just send love out and just strengthen your field. So I'm also one who I don't really like the idea of putting energy on people. I don't like the idea of trying to manipulate people. I don't like the idea of spells and all that stuff at all. So what I would say is because you don't want to interfere with other people's autonomy, their sovereignty, and their energy. It's just bad karma. So, but what you can do is send love out and send a signal from your heart and just say, like, state it to the energy around you and to the universe that I'm ready to meet this person that's supposed to be here for me. And if you have a strong feeling and desire in your heart that you're going to meet somebody, then you will. Because anything we're drawn towards, especially anything like at our heart center, that is a truth. That is a soul like truth. So that means that you will meet somebody. So hopefully that helps you. My best tip for anxiety healing, I have to say from my experience doing energy therapy, when I see anxiety around clients, they have an attachment or their heart is clogged with energy from something else. So when I get anxious, it feels like there's something sitting on my chest and I can't breathe. So what I do is I clairvoyantly go in and I see the energy and I just look at it. And if it's something that belongs to me or I have to process it, then what I do is I ask to process it very slowly and streamlined because it's all getting clogged and layered on each other. And if it's something that doesn't belong to you, ask that it be cleared, like out of your system, off of your energy. But if you do need to process it, you pull it all the way through your heart, you feel the emotion, and then you let it go. So that's one thing for anxiety. The other thing though is having the energy of something else in your field. So if you have a spirit attachment or a hook from somebody, you can feel anxiety. And this is your body telling you something's off. So this is just talking about it from an energetic perspective, from my experience and what I've seen. And in those instances, it totally helped the client to get that cleared and released. Another one was depression. I had a client that came to me and she was suicidal, and it happened overnight, just within 3 days all of a sudden. And so when I looked at her system, she had a spirit in her aura that had just committed suicide. So she was feeling their vibration and picking up on their thoughts and their where they were, their frequency. And so when we cleared that, it resolved for her and we helped the spirit cross over. So there's a lot of different aspects about it. And then there's also the biological aspects. So if anybody is having issues, I totally, I've been in healthcare, like traditional medicine, and then also in this complementary medicine. So I do see a value in both for sure. Let me see real quick. Red Puppet, hoping the man I've been talking with is in my long-term future as a romantic partner. He's everything I've asked for the universe to bring me. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I would just say, especially as we're going through shifts, just be open and honest. You guys just talk to each other in relationships. Especially if you're tuned in and you're both empathic, you can maybe feel some of what the other person might be going through and get mixed up thinking it's about you when it's something really that they're going through. So, hi Elijah, I saw you. I was gonna try and scroll back to your question or your hello, but I couldn't see it. So hey friend, thanks for joining. So everybody's kind of asking about, I saw a bunch of them about spirit attachments. If you think you have something, you can clear it by calling on the archangels and asking them to release it. If it doesn't release, then you might want to see a professional, because there could be some other stuff that I probably won't get into right now, more advanced ways and things that are happening, ways to clear it. But if you go to Instagram TV, I did a video in the spring, and it's a chakra clearing video. It's like meditation, and I think I mentioned in that to clear attachments. So if you watch that video, it's there. You can watch it as many times as you want and do those meditations, and they'll help you clear your field and keep yourself centered and balanced. So yeah. Aw, thank you, Victoria. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. And then Coco says, I keep seeing 111. Yay, that's so good. Angel numbers for sure. And Red Poppet says, definitely a value in both medicines. I'm in healthcare, and being an empath has definitely helped me with my job. Yes, 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 for sure. That's awesome. Let's see. My husband and I went on a date with someone. My husband went on a date with someone else. Should I forgive or let go? Oh, okay. You've got some past life karma stuff in there, so you're gonna have to really work through it. It depends if he's willing to have conversation and resolve it with you or not. So, but I see a part of you wanting to like throw in the towel and just be done with it. But your guides are saying that if that's the case, you need to resolve it first on an energetic level, so so that you could move forward, whatever your decision is, in a clear space, not harboring any resentment. You know, you need to just like have that conversation and get it out and talk it through. So for sure. Let's see. Thanks, quotes of the day. Thank you. And then let's see. I think I'm behind on a few things. Let's see. You're the next Buddha, an outside observer. Okay. Well, if you really feel that, you'll have to go through a process of tuning into your own frequency and wakening up for yourself. I don't know that we have another Buddha coming through anytime soon. Let's see. All right. Oh, if you have strong migraines, some messages. I immediately saw, I think what it was, what's it called? Oh my gosh, it's a supplement, and I just took it the other day. Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to message it to you. But look at supplements. You're depleted in a supplement, and also I do see like a tear in your energy right here, kind of going down, like a crack. It's not your physical body, but it would look like your skull was cracked. So maybe you feel like that pressure there. So, you know, really good archangel, if you want to do your own self-healing, to align with would be Archangel Raphael, and ask to release that. It's a trauma. I don't know if it's from this life or a past, because it seems so alive right now, like so active right now. But something happened to you there. So you're experiencing energy and something also in the physical body. So look up supplements and see if that would help you to release those migraines. And then also do some energy work. And what you're going to want to do is to heal that. It's like a fissure in your aura, so a crack going through. You want to clear it and heal it. So let's see. I'm just looking for some other questions. Does anybody have? Yes. Oh my gosh, it is magnesium. Thank you. That's what it is. How did you know? You're so tuned in. Yeah, it's magnesium, and I just took some because my muscles were bothering me the other day. So it's magnesium. Well, that's what I saw. So look into the healing properties of magnesium, and don't take too much because it can have a very unpleasant effect if you do. So yeah. So does anybody have, oh yeah, thank you so much, VMV. Yes, CoQ10 is really good too, and riboflavin, yes. Let's see. I think it's Rodriguez. You're suffering from twin flame separation. Is there a message for me? So I don't know if you were on before when I was talking about twin flames, so I don't believe in twin flames. It's probably not the most popular thing to say, but I don't. So I will say soulmate, or a love that you love. So for that, yeah, you have a lot of cords, and so that's why, because you're wanting them very close to you and you still have a lot of cords. You don't have to sever cords or release them. What you can do is just send love through them, and that might actually help resolve some issues. So, so you have cords to somebody, and I'm feeling like you've met them in this life. So you didn't really state if you had met them yet or not. But what you can do is go into meditation and just fill yourself with love, like fill yourself with light, and then when you feel all the way full in your own being, then let it emit out from you to them, and that can really, really help you. Um, all right, so you guys are so awesome giving all kinds of advice. Thank you. Oh, you take magnesium, but nothing helps. Okay, then that's where I would say have some energy work done. Like you could see me, or you could see a shaman that's close to you, or you could see an energy therapist in in your place, or me, or I could recommend somebody. But it's definitely, there is the energy thing happening as well. So my link is in the bio on any of those pages there. Well, not Spirit School. I guess Amy Sikarskie or Raise the Vibe Tribe. So that's what you could do. Yeah, I'm starry-eyed. You can just go back and just watch the replay when we're done. But yeah, so for you, it's just the cords are still there, and it can be such a challenge when the cords are still there. So let me scroll. Does anybody have any questions that will help everybody, or anything like a topic or anything to say? I've been doing a few readings, and I just want to give some information that will help everybody. What are your thoughts on Reiki? Reiki is awesome. So I trained in Reiki in 2000 or 2001, I can't remember. And it was really cool. It was so pivotal in my life. From there, I had my first astral travel experience. Not everybody will have all the same experiences, but I did, and then I learned to harness and channel energy. And then later in 2011, 2012, I started training in other forms of energy work, and that's when all my clear gifts activated. So in between that time, I went to school and I had a family, and then when my kids were older, then I went back and really got more into energetic and spiritual practices and trained in those. But Reiki's perfect. It's a great space to start. It opens your chakras, it strengthens your chakras, it will help you become more sensitive and aware of energies and frequencies around you. And then from there you can just, like, especially right now, you guys, like the energy on earth is it's so high and so intense that if you're training in any type of healing modality right now, it's kind of going to be like, not really so much that you're training in it and you have to learn it and all of this. It's more going to be like, oh, I'm remembering how this is, and I'm learning how to use it. I'm discovering it again. It's opening up again. So Reiki is really, really awesome. And I also, well, I've done a lot of different modalities, but I did enjoy the reconnective healing. The reconnection's great. And but I also trained in a class on earth-based transpersonal healing. So if you are interested in any form of energy therapy, Barbara Brennan's books are awesome. They're like the Bible, I think. I don't know, for energy work. So Hands of Light and Light Emerging, there's so much information in there, just really fundamental information. So you can check those out. Is there a difference between astral projection and astral travel? So I love the question, and sometimes I get it mixed up too. I definitely think there is, because there's a different name for it, right? But so I feel like astral projection is similar to remote viewing, maybe, where your energy's here, it stays here, but you stretch it, and you can go to different places and remote view or project your frequency to another space. So you're stretching through dimensions or through time and space. Whereas astral traveling, you completely leave the body. So, and I remember when I first had that astral travel, a lot of us do it while we're sleeping, but we don't remember it. But when I first had that astral travel and I left the body, and then my guides brought me back, they dropped me off on the beach, and I could feel the waves. It felt like waves coming like up on the shore, but it was actually my energy going back into my body in waves until it fully settled. But yeah, there's a difference, and it's legit. It is a real thing. The governments use remote viewing all the time. Just research it. But yeah, there's classes on remote viewing. I don't know if there's really classes specific for astral projection or astral traveling, but I think astral projection and remote viewing are very, very similar. So to do that, though, you would want to have a really balanced chakra system. So all of your chakras, and then you're going to work on opening them up, and especially your third eye, of course, for the remote viewing. So yeah, hi Catalina. Hello, girl. Hey. So yeah, hi guys. So if you guys know me, I've kind of lost my voice, but I wanted to come on because I haven't been on a live in forever. So so here I am, and we were just doing some construction in our house, and the dust got in my lungs, and that's what happened. So my body was having no part of that, but hopefully it will resolve. Okay, so you're asking what can we expect with this full moon, and I could tune in and give you a little bit, but I'm not like well versed in astrology. I love it. I love to read it. I find it so fascinating. But let me hear what they're saying. Well, this is it depends where you are. So some of us are going to find it really soothing and comforting because this full moon will, they're saying, guarantee us. So in our system, we'll feel like we're great, we're on our path, because it's going to clear out a little bit of stuff and bring some stuff up to release. But for some of us, this full moon will feel very comforting because it will be reassuring in the fact that we've done a lot of work, and it will show us how far we've come. Whereas like in the past, a full moon like this might have really pushed us to our limits, and we would be purging. So probably for a lot of you on here, I would say you're either going to feel really good or you're going to have some purging, but maybe somebody who wasn't so in tune or consciously aware really might have a lot of chaos coming up in their life. So that's what they're showing. Right now they're saying to be really careful with like a one size fits all. So there's different I guess opportunities or capabilities that this full moon would have on other people, on people's systems. So it's kind of like, where are you vibrationally? What frequency are you in? Are you still dealing with third dimensional drama, or have you been working on yourself or raising your frequency, and now you're like up in that fourth and you're moving in, or you already are in the fifth? Because we go back and forth. So right now we're going to be able to stretch back and forth, and you'll know this when you see people in your life who are still in the third dimension, like maybe old friends or family that come around that are still really struggling, that are still in their cycles and patterns, and they haven't quite figured out how to get out of those. You know, a lot of it's just their own intentions or where they want to be, and we don't need to try and change anybody. We're only really here just to hold a light and provide an example, and we don't want to get pulled into other people's karma, so we want to make sure that we stay really, really clean in our own field, in our own karmic field. Thank you, Levine. Thank you. So if anybody wants any more info, I'm going to type in this other account that I share with Celeste. Celeste from Divine Ethereal Energy. We share this account, 5D Conscious Energy, and we just did a 2-hour little class, Conscious Energy, on I think that's it. Sometimes I just put it in and it auto-populates, but not today. We just did a 2-hour class on transitioning into the fifth dimension and anchoring the light there. And if you want to take it, it's only $11.11. So, and it comes with video recordings and handouts and tons of references and all of this stuff. So if you want any more info on that, because, you know, we spoke about it for 2 hours, so I've only just barely touched on the subject. Miles, hi Amy, I don't like to ask questions like this, but I got a reading and I was told I'm connected to the Pleiades. I'm wondering if you can confirm. Yeah, I'll tune in for you. Okay, 1 second. I'm just closing my eyes because there's a lot of energy right now, and I really just want to focus in with my guides. Yes, and Andromeda. So you're Andromedan, you have connections to the Pleiadians and Andromedans, and or Andromedians is how my guides pronounce it. But yeah, and so they're saying that what that does for you to have that awareness is just a reassurance that all of the innate gifts and abilities that are coming through are pretty much like otherworldly or off of Earth. You're going to be able to definitely tune into your clear gifts and activate them really quickly, because this is your vibrational state of truth. Like, this is where your soul frequency has been vibrating out for forever, you know, for the longest of time, and you're just visiting Earth right now to help. So thanks, and thanks for being here. It's so cool to meet another Starseed. And if you guys want any more Starseed information, my other page is Starseed Ascensions, and that's, you know, it's for light workers, starseeds, earth angels, all of that. Oh, my thing isn't, hold on, it's not participating. There we go. I was gonna say it's not wanting to play. All right, so, but yeah, and then also on YouTube, I have a lot of channel messages from my star beings. My guides are star guides, so yeah. Let's see. You're welcome, you're welcome. Yes for Jess. Hi. Oh my goodness. I lost my job 2 weeks ago, and I've been trying to stay positive, but I'm afraid when will I get a new job? Well, you'll probably maybe have something like in intermediate in the meantime, but the end of May and the 1st of June is an opportunity for you to really find a job, like a career path that you really like, that could be long term. So that's what I'm saying. So hi, the power of Tantra. Hey, how's it going? I was just talking about the 5D class. So yeah, let's see. Well, I saved this live, yes, and I like to upload them all to YouTube. So if you want to go back, it's YouTube / my name, Amy Sikarskie, that's at the bottom. And you can catch like prior ones. There's so much information, and then you can watch this one again as well. And I love to hear from you guys. So any questions that you leave in the comments on YouTube or on Instagram, I try and read them as much as I can. But you know, I'm working and have a family too, so I just try my best to stay connected. And let's see. Kids with Down syndrome, where are they from? I don't feel like they're all just from one place, but I do feel like those who come into a body that has, I don't even want to call them challenges, but I mean, life is challenging for everybody, but I guess have their own set of challenges, or a body that's special like that. I definitely feel like they're a more advanced being, like a high soul. And a lot of the, so I used to work with special needs. That was my nursing, that's what I did. Special needs adults and then children. And in fact, my whole life I've had special needs people in my family and in my friends and neighbors and all of that. So I have a big spot in my heart for special needs. And all of the Down syndrome friends that I've met like have the hugest heart, and they're so full of love and joy, and they just have this very beautiful gift that they bring to us. It's just to help us, like at a soul level, remember, you know, like what it's about. It's about connecting and providing love and joy. So so I don't think that they're all from one particular place actually, but then when they choose that body, that they're really signing up for a powerful mission here on Earth. So yeah, thanks for asking. How do you find out if you're connected to things outside of this world? I'm going to guess that you're talking about starseed stuff. And the way I found out was I had energy work done on me, and I started seeing visions, like flashbacks of life, and it wasn't on Earth. So then I was like, what's this? Oh my goodness. And so then I went and did past life regression. I've had a few of them because when I trained in it, then I, you know, did trades with other people. And that's when I got all the pieces filled in to the one life I had seen. And in the other past lives that I had, I saw those were also off of Earth as well. So, thanks, Brandon. You're welcome. Brandon's an old friend that I really haven't met in the physical yet, but maybe someday. Friend of my husband's, so hey. You're welcome, thank you. Why do we get flashbacks? We can get flashbacks if there's a trauma that isn't healed, or if there's a source of information that we need in the current now. So, like if you're working through something or something comes up and you need information at a subconscious or soul level, you might have a flashback from the past time. That's where it can help you. So if you're pulling gifts forward into this reality from the past. But if it's something that is triggering you, then that means it needs to be healed. And so you can do clearing work around that. Meditation, y'all can do meditation on your own. Even just find guided meditation or guided regressions. But meditation and regression work really helps with all of that. So yeah. Why do we get sick and feverish out of nowhere? Sometimes, yeah, this is for you specifically, I'm hearing. That's when our system's upgrading. So I've had a lot of upgrades, and a lot of times for me, I get cold kind of and then hot. And then my body will feel like energy running through. But so that's when your physical body, your cellular system, your structure is shifting and holding more light, basically. And then within the system, they're saying the telomeres, which is part of the DNA, there's something about it, I don't know if this is new, activates, something happens, they're showing like it pops open like this, so I don't know, pops open. And then it acts as receptor points, so that's when what are they saying? Your intuition comes through. So it's like little receptor, little antenna in the DNA that will start to pull information and energy in. Okay, thanks. That's really cool. So for you specifically, that's what's happening. They're showing is that your DNA is upgrading, and when they talk about it, that's one aspect of it. So yeah, that happens to you a lot lately, and you get super tired. Yeah. I used to sleep quite a bit after my huge upgrades. Unfortunately, I was in a position where I could, and if I was working at that time, because I was doing a lot of self-work and training in this field while I was doing nursing. So I would work during the week and then take classes on the weekends or at night in energy therapy and regressions. And so I would try, like I was sleeping so much though. So on my weekends where I wasn't taking the classes, I was sleeping because they would be like one time a month kind of a course. But yeah, I remember I was sleeping so much. And then on my days off, when my kids were at school, I was sleeping. So it's just helping your system to upgrade for sure. What are signs you're upgrading your frequency? Well, that's some of them. Getting really hungry, especially for really good food, like high frequency, high nutrient foods. Um, Sleeping, but when this is different, so like when you sleep, sometimes you just like zonk out. Sometimes when I fall asleep, I can feel my whole body and the energy shifting in it, and then I feel like I'm grounded in, and then the vibration comes through. So that's also a sign that you're upgrading. So right before you fall asleep, as you're starting to fall asleep, if you can feel energy running through your body or coming in your aura, that's a sign that your system is upgrading also. And then also if your clair gifts start activating, then you're totally upgrading, absolutely. So we're almost out of time. Thanks everybody. I just want to mention you can check out the other accounts and check out YouTube if you want. And I have a class May 6th, March 6th, March 6th, Learn to Channel, where we talk about all the types of communication with the other side and teach you all how to do that, kind of just help you remember how. And then I'm working on a chakra course and teaching energy courses this year coming up. So thanks so much, and there are some crystals on my website, so if you would like some vocal cuts, girls. But all right, you guys, talk to y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Keep your vibe high and shine your light. Alrighty, bye.